had an amazing week and that you're having an amazing day. So, have you guys ever dreamt of making $1 million? Right. So this video is going to give you a roadmap on how you can do just that. So if you guys are new to my channel, hello, hello. My name is Dr. Melissa J. Williams. Live your best life doing what you love. Again, I teach small business owners how to grow and scale their business by winning government contracts. I also teach them how to automate their business, how to work smarter versus harder, all right? By utilizing AI and also other technology. All right, so today we're talking about making $1 million. So hopefully you guys are really, really excited. But before we dive in, I want you guys to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on content just like this. All right, so what we're going to do is talk about how you can come up with a plan to make $1 million. And what sparked me to talk about this today is I actually have this individual, and I'll call him Bob, right, that has amazing ideas. All right, Bob has amazing ideas. You know, every time I talk to him, he's always coming up with something just on the fly. His creativity is amazing. And if you guys can relate to what I'm saying, just put a 1 in the chat, right? Because there's people that struggle to come up with ideas. And then there's people like Bob who always, all right, any conversation, he's got something amazing to say because he's got an amazing idea. And you're like, oh my God, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing about Bob. He has amazing ideas, but I don't know why. We're still working through this. Why he's not able to take the ideas that he have, and he has $1 million ideas, right? Why is he not able to take the ideas that he have and create a business for himself or help himself and his family to generate wealth? I don't know, but we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about how, right? If you know someone like Bob, or if that's you, right? If that's you, you know, say it's me, put it's me in the comments, right? We're going to work through that because I always teach that you have everything you need in order to be successful. You just need to believe in yourself. And what I see, right? I see that people that have these ideas all the time, right? The thing that separates them from successful people, right, is that they have little to no follow through, right? They're procrastinators, right? Um, it's difficult for them to stay on point, but they can come up with these cute, fancy, amazing ideas all day long. You'd be like, wow, you know, but they don't know how to turn those ideas into money. And so we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to create a plan, all right, so that you can take an idea and turn it into $1 million. And it's very, very simple. And it's very simple. And we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down what $1 million look like, right? So if you understand what $1 million look like and you're able to break it down into small pieces, then you can see yourself, right, earning $1 million. All right. So I want you guys to know whether you're selling a product or a service, all right, or you're just leveraging your expertise. This video is going to break down everything that you need to know in order to leave you with the confidence and I guess the confidence and I think the wherewithal to be able to know that you can take action and you can make $1 million. So if this sounds like something that you're ready for, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button, all right? And also give this video a thumbs up. So I'm going to tell you, I already told you about Bob, right? Amazing person, so talented, right? And it's so funny that we run into people all the time that are truly, truly talented, but they're not successful, right? And then you'll run into someone that's not talented at all, and they're very successful. Why is that? You know, there's something or some things that separates successful people again from unsuccessful people, and we've talked about it already, and we'll continue to talk about it because it's a mindset. It's a mindset. You have to believe. You have to believe that you can achieve success, right? You first have to believe it, and you have to get rid of the dragons, you know, the negative beliefs and the negative thoughts that come through your head every day, all the time, that's telling you can't do it. And with this particular person, Bob, he actually was married and he's divorced now, but his wife actually, you know, used to kind of, you know, I don't know, rag on him and tell him he couldn't do it and he wasn't this and he wasn't that. And for many years, Bob, he fought through that. He didn't listen, and he kept pushing forward, and he was doing, you know, amazing things, not reaching the success that he needed to or the success that he could, but he was moving, he was striving. But I think something happened that made Bob say, you know what, maybe I can't do it. Maybe this person, you know, this woman, this wife of mine, maybe she's right. And he actually just stopped moving forward. So if that sounds like you, or it sounds like somebody that you guys know, hey, put a 1 in the comments, because we have to change those those limiting beliefs. We have to change the things that we tell ourselves. Again, guys, that's fear. That's fear. And we know that fear is false evidence appearing real. We've got to change it. It's not real. All right. And the only person that can change it is you. But you have to recognize that you need to change it, right? You can't continue to walk around believing that you know, you're all that. You've got all of these ideas and you know, and you're the man, you're the woman, you know, but when people look at you, they don't see success, right? They actually see failure, right? And so we need to change that. And we're talking about how we can earn $1 million, and we're going to break it down. So I want to talk to you guys about a client of mine. Her name is Cynthia, and Cynthia, she came to me and she was very frustrated. You guys know I'm a coach, right? So she came to me several months back and very, very frustrated. And she had all of these ideas. And you know folks like that, that's got an idea here and an idea. Every day they come up with an idea, but they don't act on any of them. But she had an idea. She had a whole bunch of ideas. She wanted to write a book. She wanted to launch a course. She wanted to do a coaching program, coaching business. But she kept saying that she didn't know where to start. All right. So does that sound familiar? You got all these ideas and don't know where to start? All right. So what we did, we got to work, because the first thing you have to do, you have to figure out where to start, especially when you have all of these ideas just rolling around in your head, right? And as a project manager, you want to make sure that you figure out, just say you've got 2 or 3 ideas. You got to figure out what's the easiest idea to start, where you can finish, because what we want to do is we want to break things down into actionable small pieces, right? So that we have small wins. And when you can celebrate, guys, small wins, then you get encouraged, you get inspired, you get motivated, right? And you start feeling like nobody can stop you. So when you have all of these ideas, we have to pick one. We've got to pick one, the most viable and the one that's easiest to to start and to execute. But again, so she had all of these ideas, and what we ended up doing is we ended up narrowing it down to one idea, and that was a leadership course. And so what she wanted to do is she wanted to teach a leadership course to new managers, all right? And then what we did is we broke down this $1 million goal. We says, how can you achieve $1 million, right? Because once you achieve $1 million one time, guys, it's wash, rinse, and repeat. It's easier, all right, the next time, because it's simple. Because why? Because you have the roadmap. And that's what we're talking about today, giving you the roadmap to make $1 million. So, like I said, we broke it down. Her $1 million idea, we broke it down into small, actionable goals. All right. And within a year, she had already made $10,000. All right. And so after that year, all right, because she was swimming around for 6 months. All right. So we'll say within 6 months, she had made the $10,000, right? Because when she came to me like in June. But at any rate, so After she made the $10,000, she said, wow, I made $10,000, right? And at that time, she was still on a job, right? Trying to do it part time. And that's very tough. I won't tell you guys to leave your job. I won't tell you to do it. But oftentimes, what I see, if a person has a job, right, they have a crutch, right? They have a plan A and a plan B. And so, for folks that don't have a plan B, right, and they only have their course or, their business to make successful, they try harder, right? Because they're gonna what? Swim or drown, right? And so with my business owner, she actually had a job, and after she made her first $10,000 within a couple of months, she decided that hey, she could do this, and she went in and quit her job, right? That's bold, but she quit her job, but she had money saved. So she had at least 3 months saved, and I always recommend you need to have 6 months to a year saved. But she had 3 months saved, and she was bold and courageous because she was getting clients. And the clients that she was getting those clients from her network, right? She had been in the industry for 20 years. And so she had clients on top of clients. She had worked at like 4 or 5 jobs. And so she was able to tell people what she was doing. And she picked up clients like that. So again, guys, I tell you, you already have everything you need in order to be successful, right? You have an idea and you have some type of skill. All right. So anyway, what we did is after she quit, we said, okay, we're going to go for the $1 million, right? The $1 million. So let's break down $1 million. Let's break down the math of $1 million. All right. So $1 million, the numbers. If you wanted to sell products, right, you need to sell products. If your product was $10, so write this down. Normally I'm in front of my board, but today I'm not. I'm traveling, so I'm not in front of my board. But if you were selling a product and that product costs $10, you would need to sell to 100,000 people. That would give you $1 million. So think of it as a low ticket item. All right, something cheap, something $10. You need to sell 100,000 of them in order to make $1 million. All right. Okay. So an example. All right, because that's somebody out there. Somebody may have an amazing product for $10 where they can sell 100,000 products. So an example of that would be like an ebook, a fitness challenge, or a subscription, or an app. All right. So there's a lot of folks out there making apps, right? And so you could sell an app or an ebook for $10. You need to sell to 100,000 people, and you would earn $1 million. So the key here is you want to what? Create something that's simple and scalable. So how do you get there? If you're doing something like that, guys, you may want to what? Partner with an influencer. All right, and use ads and tap into a marketplace like Amazon or Etsy. All right, but there's another way that you can make $1 million. So you can have $100 product and you need to sell it to 10,000 people. All right, this might be okay, $100 now. This might be an online course, a premium digital download, or even a workshop series. All right. And it all comes down to making sure that you've got something that's what people want and what people are looking for. They will pay you $100 if you can what? Solve their problem. So it's all about what? Adding more perceived value to justify the price. All right, so how do you get there? Guys, it's in the email list. So you got to start building the email list. And I think maybe my next video, maybe tomorrow, we'll talk about how valuable an email list is. But it's in the email list. So what you want to do is you want to offer free value first, right? And you guys know I normally have a download something free, but when you download it, I'm asking you to, I'm going to give you something in exchange for you giving me something, and that's your email, right? And so it's all about that email list. But here, um, here you want to make sure that that downloadable item or that course, right? That it really gives value to the people that's downloading it. And then what they'll see is they'll say, oh my God, if they gave me something for free that's valuable, imagine this $100 course or program that they have, what kind of value I'm going to get from that. All right, so you want to make sure you offer something free first, and then you can upsell your 10 your product. You can upsell your product. And remember, this product is what, $100. $100. All right, so now you could, after you do that, you're going to upsell. You could offer $1,000 service, right? And you need to sell it to 1,000 people. All right, we're still trying to get to that $1,000,000, that number, that big number that's not so big, and you guys see it's not so big as we break it down. All right, so this is perfect for coaches and consultants offering a high touch service, right? Coaches may be offering like an inner circle or a master course or something like that, where maybe they're hanging out with you for 3 months or 6 months and even a year. But it's $1,000 and you need to offer it to 1,000 people. All right, so $1,000 price point may feel intimidating. I know a lot of folks be like, "Oh my God, I don't want to offer $1,000." But you have to change your mindset, right? You have to be first willing to pay $1,000 for somebody else's program and or course to be able to get somebody to pay you $1,000, right? So I'm sure it's something out there, if you had the money, that you would pay someone $1,000 for to learn or to be in a program. Because when you really start thinking about the value, right, $1,000 is not a lot of money. And I'm sure most people spend $1,000, in, I don't know, 2 months hanging out, eating, and shopping. So, all right, so how to get there, all right? What you guys need to do, if you're using this approach, you need to use testimonials and you need to use case studies to build trust. Again, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And so people need to trust you, and then they will be more apt to do business with you. You need to position yourself as an expert in your niche. All right. And of course, I tell you, you already have everything that you need, within you. And especially for, my target audience, which is older women, all right, in their 40s and 50s, right? They've been on their business or on their jobs for 2 or 3, 4 decades, right? And they have so much experience and knowledge, and they have so many connections. You already have what you need. You just need to come up with an idea and be bold enough to believe in yourself and go for it. All right, so then also, guys, you could come up with a $10,000 package, and you can sell it to 100 people. All right, 100 people. And this is a high ticket offer. All right. And what does that look like? Right. That may look like private coaching. It may look like a master group or luxury service. Right. And these are designed for clients who want to transform, and they're willing to pay for it. Right. And I'm telling all of you, if you're listening, you have to be willing to invest in yourself. You have to be willing to invest in yourself. If you're here and you want to get there, the same thing that got you here is not going to get you there, right? No change equals no change. So if we're wanting to change, if we're wanting to grow, we have to become the person that, will do the thing in order to have what it is that we're striving for. All right. So, um, how do you get there? You guys have to focus on building relationships, guys. We're better together. It's all about the relationship. Sometimes I tell people it's not about what you know, it's about who knows you, right? It's about who knows you, because if others know you, they can refer other people to you, right? And so it's about building relationships. And these deals often comes from referrals, all right, or personal connections. All right. So then you've got $100,000 contract sold to 10 companies. All right. That's $1,000,000. All right, $100,000 contract, and you sell it to 10 companies. That's $1 million, guys. So earning $1 million is very simple, especially if you break it down. You just have to figure out which roadmap you want to get on in order to make $1 million. All right, so if you're in the B2B or government contracting, that's what I love. Live your best life doing what you love. I love government contracting, right? Hey, win $100,000 contract and do it 10 times. That's $1 million, right? And that's easy to achieve. That's easy to achieve. All right, so large scale projects or long term partnerships, what can bring significant revenue. How do you get there? All right, network at industry events. I talked to you guys about it. Respond to RFPs. Guys, you cannot win the contract that you don't submit. So I have students that be like, oh, I'm in government contracts. And I'll say, hey, well, how many contracts or how many solicitations have you found this week? None. How many have you bid on? None, right? As Kobe said, you can't make the shot that you don't take. You cannot win the bid that you don't submit. So you guys have to be bidding, right? And then after you bid, you have to make sure that you demonstrate that you can deliver the results to the contracting officer. All right. So, what we want to do is we want to learn how to scale. So each strategy, you want to start small and you want to test your idea. And I tell people to test your idea before you actually start your business. Don't just start a business. All right, because what if the idea is not viable? And the way you find out if an idea is viable is you can do you can do a survey. You can do a test pilot. So I want you guys to test your idea first. You can have a small group of folks that's saying, hey, I like this idea. No, I don't. And then they can also help you to make your idea better and stronger. But you can also use platforms like Kajabi, Go High Level, School in order to launch. I tell you guys, as my mentor has told me, wealth has a need for speed. Don't sit around thinking about it. All right. Don't sit around thinking about it. Time waits for no one. All right. You'll be 6 months will go by. And you guys know time is really, really moving. 6 months will go by, a year will go by, and you'll be like, what happened? As my coach said, what had happened? Right? Time has passed you by and you're still trying to put it together. And I also teach you guys, I'm going to tell you guys, do it messy, do it scared. Just do it. All right? Do it. Don't be waiting on your children, all right, to do something. All right, be their example. I have a lot of parents out there that say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, and your children are looking and they're watching you. All right, they're watching you. So if you want to be successful, you have to show them that what success looks like by being their role model. All right. So, all right. You want to also make sure that you build a community. All right. Join our community. We've got a free community in school. It's Live Your Best Life Collective. All right. And what we do is we help you to overcome these limiting beliefs, these things that hold us back, procrastination, fear, all of these things, right? They're limiting belief that's holding you back from reaching your goal. But join a community. Your audience is everything. I want you guys to understand how do you build a community. Once you start building a community, you're able to nurture relationships, and you can do that through social media. And social media, guys, for the most part, is free, right? It's not like it was back in the day when I started, right? Social media is free. And again, email marketing, guys, collect emails, right? It's in the emails, right? I can't remember. I don't want to mess it up, but I think, the one email, if you have 1,000 emails, that's probably worth what? $10,000, right? $10,000. Your email list is valuable. So if you guys are not building a emails list, you need to start doing it today. All right. And you want to automate. That's what I teach. Automate as much stuff as you can, right? Don't waste your time doing something that, technology can easily do for you, right? And we talked about AI. We talked about ChatGPT. We also talked about getting a VA. If you guys don't have a VA, you need a virtual assistant, all right? So if you don't know how to do any of the things that I'm talking about, click on the link at the bottom and schedule a meeting to work with me and my team. I want you guys to use tools like Zapier and email autoresponder and online scheduling to save time, right? Back in the day, we used to say time is money and money is time. We know today that's a limiting belief. That's false. That time is more valuable than money, because once you lose the time, you cannot get it back. Once you lose money, you can make it over. All right, but you can't get your time back. All right, so I don't want you guys to rely on one income source, guys. I used to teach multiple streams of income. I truly believe in multiple stream of income. My kids always know that I say you need to have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's not a crutch. That's having multiple streams of income, right? That's all that is. So if you guys are a coach and you offer a course, you can sell products, you can sell subscriptions. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do. If you're an author, you can speak, you can sell your book, right? You can do coaching programs. It's a lot that you can do by having one idea and just having vertical integration with just one idea. And I want you guys to, lastly, I want you to think long term. All right. Don't just chase quick wins. Don't just chase quick wins. I want you to think about, what that's going to look like in 12 months, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. All right. We want to have the big picture in mind. You want to create a legacy. You want to create generational wealth. So you need to what? Think big. And basically all of the stuff that I'm telling you guys, you can do it. You have it already in you, right? It's just a shift of your mindset. All right. And that's everyone's biggest barrier, right? Oh, I got all these ideas, but what's holding you back? It's your mind. It's you believing in your heart and your spirit that you're not worthy of having anything and everything that you want. And I'm here to tell you, you are. You are worthy of having anything and everything you want. It's just what? Shifting your mind. And the hardest part isn't the math, it's your mindset. The hardest part isn't the math, it's your mindset. So many people get stuck because they think, I'm not ready. All right. What if I fail? All right. So let me tell you guys, the only failure is not trying. It's okay to start something and it may not be perfect when you start. Oh my God, 33 years ago when I started my company, it wasn't perfect. I didn't know what I was doing. I started it, right? I started it. All right. So that was a lot. That was a lot, but actionable item. All right, guys, you know I'm a teacher, so I'm going to give you some homework. I want you guys to write down your $1 million goal. And I want you to what? Reverse engineer it, all right, into monthly and weekly targets, all right? And then I want you to focus on what you can do today to move closer to that number, all right? The value of taking action. That's what holds most people back. They don't take action. These ideas, they're swimming around in their head and they're cute. They want to be cute in front of a group, right? In the audience. Oh, ho, ho, ho. But what's holding them back is that they're afraid. They're afraid. It's really their fear. They're afraid to take action. So I want you guys to take action. The value here, guys, isn't just the money, it's the freedom. It's the freedom. It's the freedom to be able to get up and fly anywhere in the world that you want to go. It's the freedom to be able to, wake up and work from home. It's the freedom to be able to buy whatever you want to buy. It's the freedom to be able to, go to your child's school and have lunch with your child. It's freedom. It's freedom, guys. Anything that you want, anything that you wish you could do, getting to this $1 million goal, guys, is going to give you freedom. All right. And it's also going to give you confidence. And again, it's going to help you to what? Build a legacy. And that's what we're doing. We're building a legacy. In the um in our program on school, all right, Live Your Best Life Collective, we are reading Think and Grow Rich, right? We're reading Think and Grow Rich. And it's just a free study group, all right, book club, if you will. And we're reading and talking about the aha moments. Like, what is it that, is under your nose that you don't really think about, right? It's how do you think? How do you use your mind to grow rich, right? And again, it's the mindset that's holding us back. Hello, hello, hello. Is there a black version? I don't know if there's a black version, but anyway, join the book club. And for anybody that joins, I'm sending out a free book to them. All right. So if you guys are not familiar with our free school program, Live Your Best Life Collective, I'll leave it in the notes. And like I said, I'm sending out a free book, um, Think and Grow Rich, so that you guys can what, join us. All right, so again, you're writing down your goal on how you're going to get to the $1 million. You're going to break it down into to months, into weeks, all right, into days, and you're going to create a way that you can what, reach this goal. All right, and what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to imagine. We always do the same exercise. Imagine what your life is going to look like when you hit that goal. I almost was like Obama, drop the mic, right? Imagine what your life is going to be like when you hit that goal of $1 million. All right. So I want you guys to put in the comments, what you can do for yourself, what you can do for your family. And I always say, when you have money, I believe that it is a requirement to be able to give and to help others. All right. It's not all about you getting money and you having a big house and all of the other fancy stuff. You got to what? Give back. You've got to be able to go back and help somebody else. So in the comments, tell me once you hit your goal, what you're going to be able to do with that goal. All right, guys. So with that being said, I know it was a lot, but $1 million is very simple, especially when you break down the math, right? It's achievable. All right. You just have to believe that you can do it. Before we go, all right, another homework assignment. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button, guys. And if you're interested in content like this, guys, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on videos that's what going to help to move you forward, to improve your life, change your family's situation, all right, and ultimately create a legacy in generational wealth. All right, so it's your girl, Dr. Melissa J. Williams. Live your best life doing what you love, guys. Remember, you only have one life. So stay healthy, happy, and God bless. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.